Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Have you ever held onto an old penny without thinking twice about it? Well, what if I told you that a single coin sitting in your drawer, hiding in a dusty box, or even rattling around in your change jar could be worth more than a brand new car, maybe even more than a college tuition? Yes, we're talking about the mysterious and shockingly valuable 1964 American penny, but not just any 1964 penny. We're talking about one rare version from a proof set that could put serious cash in your pocket. Before you even think about tossing that old penny into a vending machine, stop and listen closely, because this 1-cent coin could be worth as much as $79,000. And here's the kicker. It looks almost exactly like the 1-cent coin you might have walked past on the street. Let's dig into the juicy truth. Back in 1964, the United States Mint produced a large number of Lincoln cents. At first glance, they don't look too special. They've got President Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But there's a twist. Some of these pennies weren't made for regular circulation. They came straight from proof sets, special collector sets made with extra care, sharper detail, and mirror-like finishes. Now here's where things get crazy. The 1964 proof penny can come in several varieties. But one rare type, created under specific minting conditions, has driven coin collectors absolutely wild. There's a version with deep cameo contrast, where Lincoln's face pops off the coin like a 3D sculpture. Others have extremely sharp strikes, razor-clean surfaces, and no visible marks, as if they were made yesterday. These ultra-rare proof coins were struck with fresh dies and handled with white gloves, destined only for collectors, but over time, some slipped through the cracks. Today, these coins are being hunted like buried treasure. Now brace yourself. Depending on its grade and rarity, the value of a 1964 proof penny can skyrocket. A flawless, mirror-finished specimen, graded high by experts, has been sold for $2,700, and in some extraordinary cases, even up to $79,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that costs just 1 cent could be worth $79,000, enough to buy a Tesla, take a luxury vacation around the world, or even make a down payment on a house. And what's even crazier? You might already have one, without knowing it. So what should you do right now? Simple. Grab your coin jar, your old coin albums, or that little box in your closet your grandparents left you. Look for any 1964 pennies from proof sets. These usually come with a shiny, mirror-like surface and are often still in original packaging or coin holders. Don't polish it. Don't clean it. Don't try to make it look newer. That can actually hurt the value. Instead, take it to a trusted coin dealer or submit it to a professional grading service. Remember, condition is everything. Even the smallest difference in grade can mean thousands, or tens of thousands, of dollars in value. Now, here's a tip that collectors don't want you to know. Many of these valuable proof coins are hiding in old collections, estate sales, flea markets, and even antique stores. Just waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what to look for. That someone could be you. If you're wondering how to tell the difference between a regular 1964 penny and a high-value proof, stay tuned, because in upcoming videos, we'll walk you through how to spot the signs, what grading services look for, and the secret details only experts notice. So hit that like button if you want to see more rare coin breakdowns, and subscribe if you're ready to uncover the hidden wealth in your pocket change. Your penny could be worth $2,700, or even $79,000 ***, but you'll never know unless you look. Check those coins. And never underestimate the power of a penny. Top 2. What if I told you there's a tiny copper coin, just 1 cent, that could make you a fortune? And no, this isn't a myth. This isn't a gimmick. This is real, and hiding in plain sight. We're talking about the 1969 American penny from a proof set, a coin that most people have seen but few truly understand. While others toss it aside or ignore it completely, smart collectors are cashing in. So now the question is, Do you have this coin in your house? You might want to find out, fast. Because the right one could turn your pocket change into serious money. Here's the truth nobody is telling you. In 1969, the United States Mint created a stunning version of the Lincoln cent, but only for collectors. These were the proof coins. Specially made. Carefully struck. Never meant to circulate. They came in sleek proof sets, sealed, shining, and made with exacting detail. But as time passed, many of these sets were broken up. Some coins were removed. Some were mixed with regular coins. Some were forgotten. And now, 56 years later, a handful of these 1969 proof pennies are being rediscovered, and they are blowing collectors' minds. Why? Because the right 1969 proof penny, the one with deep mirror fields, flawless surfaces, and precise details, is worth more than you ever imagined. This isn't about a few dollars. This isn't even about a few hundred. This is about thousands. These rare proof pennies have sold for as much as $2,700. And, in unbelievable cases, where the condition is absolutely pristine, untouched, and graded at the top of the scale, they've sold for a jaw-dropping $76,000. That's right. 1 penny, 1 cent, worth $76,000. Let that sink in for a moment. That's more than the average annual salary in the US. That's a luxury car, a down payment on a dream home, or a life-changing amount of cash from a coin you might already own. Now you're probably asking, what makes these coins so valuable? It comes down to a few powerful factors. First, condition. Proof coins are judged on their quality. Coins that are absolutely flawless, with no scratches, blemishes, or wear, are worth dramatically more. Second, contrast. Look for deep cameo contrast. That means a frosted Lincoln portrait against a mirror-like background. It's rare, and collectors fight to get them. Third, authentication. Only professionally graded coins get top dollar. That means sending your coin to trusted services like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify its grade, and that grade determines the price. Fourth, survival rate. Most 1969 proof sets didn't survive in perfect condition. Those that did? They're gold mines today. So how do you know if you have one? Check your old coin sets. Look in your attic. Dig through the collection your grandfather left behind. Proof sets from 1969 came in hard plastic holders with all the coins from that year, including the penny. If the penny looks untouched, uncirculated, and shines like a mirror, it might be the one. Whatever you do, don't clean it. Don't polish it. Don't alter it. That destroys its value instantly. Instead, if you find a 1969 proof penny in top shape, protect it, photograph it, and send it for grading. Because you might be sitting on a fortune. This is your moment. This is the hidden jackpot you weren't expecting. And here's the best part. Unlike other investments, you don't need thousands of dollars to get started. You might already have what it takes. In a shoebox, a drawer, or a forgotten binder. That one shiny copper coin from 1969 could be your ticket. It might be worth $2,700. Or, if you're incredibly lucky, $76,000. So what are you waiting for? Go check your coins. And don't forget, every penny counts. Especially this one. Top 3. Imagine holding a 1-cent coin in your hand that could secretly be worth more than your car, or better yet, more than your entire bank account. This isn't a fantasy. This is real. And it's hiding in homes, basements, and dusty old drawers across America. We're talking about a coin that looks completely ordinary, until you know what to look for. Welcome to the world of the 1979 American penny from a proof set. A coin that could quietly be worth a staggering amount of money if you've got the right one. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Back in 1979, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents. Most were standard circulation coins, tossed in pockets, dropped on sidewalks, or stuck in piggy banks. But a select few, a very select few, were minted with precision, care, and shine. These are the proof coins, not made for spending, but for collectors. These were struck with polished dies, using special planchets, in a controlled environment. The result? Coins with stunning detail, deep mirrored fields, and frosted designs. And in 1979, some of these proof coins were nothing short of perfection. Here's where it gets wild. While most people overlook the 1979 penny, coin collectors and experts know that certain versions from proof sets are worth more than anyone expects. You see, not all proof coins are created equal. Some 1979 proof pennies were struck so sharply and preserved so well. They've become unicorns in the collecting world, and when one shows up at auction, bidders go crazy. Now, let's be clear, we're not talking about a few $100. We're talking about pennies that have sold for $2,700, all the way up to an eye-watering $68,000. Yes. You heard that correctly. A coin that says 1 cent on the back could be worth $68,000 today. That's enough to wipe out debt, buy a luxury car, or take a year off work. And the most unbelievable part, these valuable coins are still out there. Right now. Sitting in untouched proof sets, forgotten collections, or coin albums passed down through generations. So what makes the 1979 proof penny so special? It's all about condition, rarity, and contrast. The coins that bring in the big money are those with a perfect deep cameo appearance, where Lincoln's bust appears frosted, almost glowing, against a flawless mirror-like background. These are graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, and must receive extremely high grades. Often PR 69 DCM or PR 70 DCM, to reach top dollar. The higher the grade and the deeper the contrast, the higher the value. But wait, there's more. Some 1979 proof pennies also contain unique variations, like minting anomalies or die characteristics that make them even more desirable to elite collectors. These ultra-rare details push the price through the roof. Now let's get practical. How can you find one? Step 1. Check your old coin collections, especially proof sets from 1979. These usually come in black or blue plastic holders, with a full set of coins from that year, including the penny. Step 2. Examine that penny closely. Does it have that deep mirror shine? A frosted image? No signs of wear or damage? Step 3. Never clean the coin. Cleaning kills value. If your coin looks promising, send it for professional grading. Because let me tell you something, there's no better feeling than discovering a forgotten penny that turns out to be a jackpot. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a treasure hunt, and the 1979 proof penny is one of the hidden gems of American coinage. So while others are out there chasing crypto, stocks, or lottery tickets, smart collectors are quietly making real money from real coins. Like the 1979 Lincoln proof cent. The value? It could be $2,700. Or it could be a life-changing $68,000. And all you have to do is look. So go ahead. Open that old box. Flip through that binder. Revisit that forgotten coin set from a garage sale or an inheritance. Your future might be hiding behind one shiny copper coin from 1979. And that, my friend, is the real power of a penny. Top 4. Have you ever walked past a penny on the ground, looked at it, and thought, it's just 1 cent, not worth picking up? Well, you might want to think again. Because today, I'm about to show you how a tiny copper coin from 1990, one you may already own, could be hiding massive value. And I mean massive. We're talking about the 1990 American penny from a proof set. And yes, it looks like the exact same penny you've probably seen 1,000 times. But this one? It could be worth more than your car, more than your rent for a year, even more than your entire paycheck. Now I know what you're thinking. A 1990 penny? That's not even that old. Exactly. And that's what makes this coin so dangerous, in the best way possible. Because the rare and valuable version of this coin isn't just rare. It's nearly invisible to the untrained UYE. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and why you need to check your collection immediately. Let's rewind to the year 1990. The US Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies. Most of them were everyday coins, made for circulation, spent without a second thought, tossed in jars, dropped in couch cushions, and forgotten. But in 1990, the Mint also created a very special batch of coins, known as proof coins. These proof coins weren't made for circulation. They weren't made for vending machines or change drawers. They were made for collectors. And they were made differently. Each proof coin was struck using specially polished dies and blank planchets. They were pressed multiple times under high pressure to bring out the finest details. The result? Stunning, mirror-like coins with deep cameo contrast, where Lincoln's face is frosted and the background shines like glass. They came packaged in proof sets, sealed inside plastic cases by the U.S. Mint. These were sold directly to collectors and investors, and never meant to be spent. But here's where the story gets crazy. In 1990, a small number of these proof pennies were struck without the mint mark. Yes, the little S that's supposed to appear just below the date. Gone. These coins are known as 1990 no-S proof pennies, and they are among the rarest and most sought-after proof cents in U.S. history. How rare? So rare that most collectors have never even seen one in person. And how valuable? Let's just say, if you find one, you're not holding a penny anymore. You're holding a treasure. But wait, even if your 1990 proof penny does have the S mint mark, don't go anywhere. Because certain ultra-high-grade examples of normal 1990 proof pennies are still worth serious money. We're talking deep cameo coins in pristine condition, untouched, unscratched, flawless, graded at the top of the scale by experts. When these coins receive a PR 69 DCM or even better, a PR 70 DCM from professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, the value explodes. Collectors and investors go absolutely wild over these perfect coins, and they're willing to pay serious money to own them. And when I say serious money, I mean this. Some of these proof pennies from 1990 have sold for $2,700, and in the most exceptional, flawless, mind-blowing cases, up to $58,000. Let that sink in. A coin with a face value of 1 cent, potentially worth $58,000. That's a brand new luxury SUV. That's student loans gone in one shot. That's a down payment on a dream home. So how do you know if you have one? Start by checking your old proof sets. Look for a 1990s Lincoln penny sealed in original U.S. Mint plastic. Hold it under a bright light. Does it have that deep mirror shine? Does Lincoln's face look frosted compared to the background? If it's got that perfect contrast, you might have something special. Now, if the coin doesn't have the S mint mark under the date, stop. Don't touch it. Don't clean it. Don't do anything. Because you may be holding a genuine 1990 no-S proof Lincoln cent, one of the rarest modern coins ever minted. There are fewer than 200 known to exist. They've sold at major auctions for tens of thousands of dollars. One even sold for over $50,000, and prices continue to climb as more collectors enter the game. And the best part, these coins are still out there, tucked away in attics, sleeping in forgotten proof sets, sitting in boxes people don't even know they owe. So here's your next move. White heavy check mark. Go find any 1990 proof set you can get your hands on. White heavy check mark. Inspect the penny carefully under magnification. White heavy check mark. Check for the S min mark, and if it's missing, don't delay. White heavy check mark. Even with the S mark, look for a flawless deep cameo appearance. White heavy check mark. Send your best finds to PCGS or NGC for grading. Do not, I repeat, do not try to clean or polish the coin. That will destroy the value instantly. Serious collectors want originality and natural surfaces. And even if your penny doesn't hit that jackpot level, some high-grade proof pennies still fetch several hundred to a few $1,000s. So this isn't just about luck. This is about knowledge. And right now, you have the knowledge. Your 1990 proof penny, the one sitting quietly in a coin set somewhere, might be worth $2,700, or a jaw-dropping $58,000. You just need to find it. So go. Look. Search. Because if you're the lucky one who finds that ultra-rare proof coin, your 1 cent just became a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Top 5. Imagine finding a single penny, just one copper-colored coin, and discovering it's not worth 1 cent, not worth 10 cents, not even worth $1. What if I told you that your 1995 penny, yes, the one from the mid-90s that looks completely normal to the average eye, could be secretly worth tens of thousands of dollars? No, this isn't clickbait. This isn't a hoax. This is real. And the coin that could make it happen is hiding in plain sight, inside a 1995 US proof set. You see, most people don't think twice about a penny. They leave them in cars, drop them on sidewalks, and toss them into junk drawers. But serious coin collectors know something that most of America doesn't. Some pennies, especially those made for collectors, are worth a fortune. Let me introduce you to the 1995 Lincoln Proof Penny, one of the most underappreciated, overlooked, and shockingly valuable modern coins ever struck by the US Mint. So why is it so valuable? Let's break it down. In 1995, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents for everyday use. But a smaller, far more special batch of coins was created at the San Francisco Mint, the ones made specifically for proof sets. Now, what's a proof set? It's a high-quality, collector-grade version of coins from a given year. Proof coins are struck using polished dies and specially prepared blanks. They're hit more than once during the minting process to bring out every microscopic detail: the shine, the clarity, the mirror-like finish. The result is a coin that looks like it belongs in a museum. And in 1995, some of those pennies came out absolutely flawless. We're talking about deep cameo finishes, mirror backgrounds, and stunning contrasts between the raised design and the fields. When these coins are perfectly preserved, untouched, and graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, they become elite collector pieces, and their value can be jaw-dropping. But here's the secret most people don't know: even though millions of 1995 pennies were made, only a tiny fraction from the proof sets are worth the big bucks. And it's all about condition, detail, and rarity. Some of these coins, in perfect condition, with no spots, no scratches, and perfect strike quality, have made headlines. So before you go spending that proof set money on something else, listen carefully. Because if you have the right 1995 proof penny, you could be sitting on something worth thousands, maybe even tens of thousands, of dollars. Now, here's what to look for. First, find a 1995 proof set. These are typically sealed in a hard plastic case by the US Mint. Inside, you'll see all the coins from that year, penny through dollar. Now focus on the penny. Flip it under a bright light. Do you see a rich, mirror-like surface? Is Lincoln's image frosted and bold against the background? That's called deep cameo, and it's one of the most desired finishes by collectors. But don't stop there. If your coin has no visible imperfections, no toning, no haze, and razor-sharp details, and if it's professionally graded at PR69 DCM or the elusive PR70 DCM, then get ready. Because that's when the value jumps into a completely different league. That's when your penny goes from common to collectible, and from collectible to incredibly profitable. But here's something even crazier. Even though these coins were made for collectors, many of them ended up forgotten, in closets, attics, garages, and boxes that haven't been opened in decades. Some were mishandled. Some were sold in estate sales for pennies on the dollar. And some, the rarest, most perfect survivors, have ended up in the hands of collectors willing to pay more than most people spend on a new car. So what's the real value? Let's get to the moment you've been waiting for. Depending on condition, rarity, and grade, a 1995 American proof penny has sold at auction for $2,700, and in exceptional cases, where the coin is in flawless, museum-grade condition, for as much as $53,000. Yes, you heard that right. That one penny, the one buried in a 1995 proof set, could be worth $53,000. That's a life-changing amount of money. That's the kind of value you'd expect from rare gold, not a copper penny from the 1990s. But it's real. And it's out there. And the best part? You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to gamble. You don't need to take any risks. All you need to do is check what you already have. So go find those old proof sets. Look through your collection. Search your parents' house. Ask your grandparents. Check online auctions. Because there's a good chance that somewhere out there, a 1995 proof penny is waiting to be discovered by someone who knows exactly what it's worth. And now, that someone is you. Your penny could be worth $2,700, or a staggering $53,000. Don't wait, because the next person who finds it might just be the next person to cash in on one of the most unexpected treasure hunts in America.